Today I'm going to talk about something I call a breakaway rig. I'm sure you've heard the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and I believe that applies to fishing as well. Every time I go fishing, I'm always in hopes of catching that next biggest fish, breaking a personal record or a lake record or whatever. And I feel that having the line set up in a way that will reduce any problems in bringing in that next fish is essential. So I've come up with this. Well, I won't say I've invented it, but I do use it. It's been the one that I've found to work the best for me for different reasons. But the reason I use it, and I'll show you, the setup is simple. 2-ounce bank sinker at the end of your line, coming up about anywhere 2 to 3 feet, and having your hook. The way this line works, this rig works, the reason I call it a breakaway is, number one, the weight is tied in such a manner that if it was to get wedged between a branch or some rocks, where you may end up having to cut your line if you have a fish on it, with enough pressure, the weight comes off. So you're done with the weight. And if this line here is tight against something, the pressure alone will just tighten that knot right to the hook. So your fish is still straight onto your main line with no interruptions, no sliding sinker ahead of it that may get stuck somewhere. And so this is the breakaway rig. Now let me show you how to put it together. Okay, so to tie the breakaway rig, you take a 2-ounce bank sinker. That's what I normally use in the river. You thread your fishing line through the eye, and you bring it up and wrap it around the main line once, and then put your tag line through the loop that you made. What you've done basically is you've tied a knot around your main line with the tag line. You can see that. So you pull your knot tight, then you pull on the main line, and it'll tighten it to your weight. Then you come up about anywhere from 2 to 3 feet, and this is where you're going to put your hook. Make a loop on your line, thread the loop through the eye, just like that. Then you tie a knot, like that. Pull it semi-tight. Then take your loop and stick your hook through it. Once you have it all put together, you pull it tight. Now your hook is tied to your main line. Now to make the leader, all you do is you pull your line together, however far you feel you need to make your leader. Wrap it around your fingers and hook the line through that loop. And pull that tight. And now you have your leader. And that's how you set up the breakaway rig that I use whenever I go fishing. Okay, so in this rig, some people are concerned about the hook being so high off from the weight. Now, normally when I'm fishing, I don't fish straight down so that the rig is not vertical and the hook is 2 feet off the ground. I'm casting downstream and there's a slight angle. So it would be sitting maybe a couple of inches off the bottom, which to me I find ideal, because fishing in reverse, many times the areas that I'm fishing have real rocky bottoms, or the bottom itself, whether it be sandy or muddy, has a bunch of dips and pockets that the river current will push it down straight to the bottom, and the catfish may not always be able to access the bait. So fishing it this way, with this angle, keeps it just off the bottom, but not so far up to cause a concern. Just enough to keep it right at the height where the catfish are going to be swimming by, and they're not having to try to pry it out from between some rocks or from a hole that was carved into the mud. And I want to apologize for all the dart. I just needed you guys to see the string when I was tying it. I'll go ahead and show you some still shots of how I did it. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.